Yay Networks.
Welcome to A Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast. I'm Kellie Raspberry Evans with my husband and podcast co-host, Alan Evans.
A train in the house.
And we've got a lot to talk about on this episode. First of all,
it's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute because last week we had a very special episode drop of A Sandwich and Some Lovin' with Tara Lee Cobble from the Bible Recap. Did you go back and listen to it, honey? That's a big fat no. That's a big fat no.
I will. It's on my list of things to listen to. No, it is. It is on my list of things to listen to. I just haven't done it.
You just haven't done it.
No.
It's not that you haven't had time to do it. You just haven't done it.
I just haven't done it.
That's okay. You get around to it. There's a lot of
yeah.
podcasts in my queue that I still need to listen to. But that's one that I actually did as part of the Kid Craddock Morning Show, and then went back and listened to it on A Sandwich and Some Lovin' because it was so good. I wanted to hear it again.
Yeah.
Got a lot of positive.
Did it?
Got a lot of positive.
Did it get
feedback.
more positive than a regular episode of A
Very
Sandwich and
much
Some Lovin'?
so. Very much more.
Well, maybe the writing's on the wall. Maybe this business is not for me.
You know.
Well, the writing
mean?
the writing on the wall, that writing was on the wall years ago,
What do you mean
but
the business
whatever.
isn't for you?
The podcasting business.
Why?
Because you said that it got more engagement and it was better well received than a regular episode that includes me.
No, I'm not saying that. It got a lot of engagement, but I typically don't, and maybe I should do more of it. I typically don't post a lot of the podcasts on my social media. Maybe I definitely should. Let's just say I should. But, I did post about it on my Instagram because I wanted to make sure, more people had an opportunity to hear it that missed it or, whatever. And I got a lot of positive feedback. So that was really nice. A lot of people are reading along with me or at their own pace with the Bible Recap.
Good.
So it's been really nice.
That's
and only a couple of negative comments, not on my personal social media, more on the Kid Nation social media of people who were offended. But
Kid Nation,
okay.
What are they?
Okay.
What was offensive?
Just about because not everybody is a Christian.
True.
And their faith isn't necessarily my faith. So
True.
I guess they think it's not fair. It's sort of like politics. You can't cover all the bases. You can't cover all the religions or all the beliefs. But
yeah.
Anyway, can't make everybody happy. But overall, it was very, very positive.
You can speak from your experience and your viewpoint, which you have been educated on.
And I don't ever
and
like
you have
offended.
experience.
Yeah, I don't ever like offending anybody.
Well,
it's not my goal.
No, I know it's not your goal. I don't find you to be a particularly offensive person, honestly.
You don't, but a lot of people do if they don't agree with what I say.
I think people can be offended by really anything they want to be offended by. Now, religion is something that people will get offended by pretty quickly, but
religion and politics are very taboo subjects, right?
And that's why we don't talk about a lot of those things on this podcast.
Right. Well, we do actually.
Because we got a lot more terrific things to talk about.
We do.
There's
a lot of subcontext. Anyway, we had a lot of in the week that has transpired since, or the 2 weeks since we recorded a live podcast. We had Valentine's Day. Went and did that. Fairly non-eventful. I mean, it was just nice. We went out for a nice dinner. We went to one of those Brazilian steakhouses, which I don't know if that says romance to you, where the gauchos walk around with meat on big sticks, big poles, and they just carve it off at the table.
And they're wearing gaucho pants and boots.
But you would not believe the massive line that stretched outside the door. We had reservations.
It was butts to nuts.
And the I forget who told me. It was either the manager or one of the managers walking around, or one of the wait staff said that, there's no walk-ins tonight. It's all reservations. So, people tend to back up, I guess. But you should have seen the people standing around, hovering around the hostess stand like a hungry mob, just waiting to be seated. It was crazy, right?
The word mob.
Why?
Could be offensive.
Oh, my God, Alan.
True story. True story.
Why?
True story. In the Masters one year, one of the announcers referred to Actually, at the Masters.
Gallery?
No, they're not the gallery.
The galley?
No, at the Masters, they're the patrons.
Oh.
He referred to the patrons at the Masters as a mob because there were so many people like gathering around a hole or something.
Yeah.
And he wasn't trying to be offensive, but a lot of people got offended.
Why?
Because he called the
Oh my
patrons a
God.
mob.
Who cares? Y'all need to pick new battles. Get mad about stuff that matters, because when you get mad about every little thing, nothing matters anymore.
Well, okay, to my point.
Anyway,
That's what I was just saying.
They told us at this restaurant, like typically I thought we were going outside the romance box by going here, but they said that was their busiest night of the year. Every year, Valentine's Day.
That's what the valet told me.
Busiest night of the
The
year.
valet said it was the biggest valet night of the year.
So anyway, it was fine. The people sitting next to us were the ones that had an issue, because I guess where we were seated kind of in like an overflow area, which actually would have been very nice, but the way they kind of probably squeezed a few extra tables in, this couple sitting next to us didn't get all the meat they wanted, and they didn't eat, as we overheard. They were very polite but firm. Finally, they had enough, because they kept asking, can you bring by something besides the 2 selections of meat you keep bringing us? Because every time you bring by something wrapped in bacon, we don't eat that. We don't eat pork. And so they were not happy.
Were they just not pork fans, or do they not eat the cloven hooved unclean animal?
I didn't ask, but I just was overhearing, because they were literally sitting 4 inches from me.
They were yes.
elbow to elbow.
Literally,
so I wasn't eavesdropping. There was no way I
yes.
could avoid the conversation. But they were very displeased with the level of service they were receiving.
They were so close it was uncomfortable.
She was like very firm, and I was really kind of proud of her, because...
And I saved her ass from falling.
You did. Well, you also
give
were
me some
almost
glory for that.
You were also almost the cause of her falling, because you took your broken chair and switched it with the table next to us. And then when she goes to sit down at it, Alan's like, wait.
Well, I didn't want to get sued.
Right.
Yeah.
But what was I saying? I totally forgot what I was going to say.
Sorry, babe. They're sitting so close. Yeah,
because
firmness.
a lot of times I am from the South. I'm a very gentle person, and I don't like to say anything. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I will just suffer in silence. It's, I'll say it's not their fault. It's not their fault. But she was very firm, and I really kind of admired her cojones in that moment, because she was firm.
Her cojones?
But she wasn't rude. She explained her situation. She said, look, we come here all the time, and we always have a wonderful experience, but tonight it has not been good. She said, for the first time in my life, I'm going to leave this restaurant hungry because you keep bringing me the same 2 cuts of meat. We have told you repeatedly, we've told our servers repeatedly, we do not eat pork. And every time they come by, it's something wrapped in a piece of bacon. And she said, I'm just very, and she was just very firmly stating her position. And she wasn't being cruel. She wasn't berating anyone. She was just stating her displeasure. And I was like, good for her.
She struck me as the type of young lady that had, how do I say it? She had ice water in her veins.
I didn't think that.
I didn't sense a lot of, even before they were not satisfied with the selection of meats being brought to the table, I didn't sense a lot of warmth, especially when I saved her from falling.
Well, she thanked you.
It was almost like, well, I kind of expected you would tell me something there, a-hole.
No, she did not. Alan's exaggerating. No, she did not.
Not
she
exaggerating.
Appreciated it. She's like, wow, that could have been really bad. Thank you.
Could have really been bad for you. Thank you.
I could have thrown you under the bus and said, I should have said, I told my husband to tell the waiter, but no, he didn't do that. I should have said that.
So wait a minute. This was not really a BOTA match, because the server or the manager was, what are they going to say? They couldn't
It was fine. They switched out our chairs quickly as possible. But
No.
anyway,
When they were not satisfied with the meats.
Right. Well, we left before I saw the resolution.
Oh.
Because you went to get the car out of valet, fearing it would take a long time while I took care of the check.
Had us parked up front.
Yeah, they did.
About 2 cars away.
Yeah, they did.
Okay, so there was a potential BOTA match that did not turn into a BOTA match. Tell you what, I was part of a mini BOTA match as a result of your SWAT party. We are going to talk about the SWAT party. We're going to talk about the BOTA match after this.
Am I privy to the BOTA match?
I told you very quickly. But I will tell our...
I have short-term memory loss.
You do.
As I will also discuss in a phone call I just got before the podcast started recording from my anesthesiologist. We'll get into that in a minute. You know, don't you feel like lately that ladies, or some gentlemen listening, I guess, that makeup has just gotten more fun? And maybe it's because, you know, on all the social media accounts that I follow, everybody does those get ready with me videos. And it makes me want to try new products, try new techniques. And, you know, that's how I discovered Thrive Cosmetics, was watching somebody on my Instagram feed brush this miracle liquid lash extensions mascara across her eyelashes and just instantly looked like she was wearing falsies. Well, I had to have it and I loved it. So I started trying more of Thrive Cosmetics products and I loved all of them. So whether I'm just doing a fresh face look, if I'm running errands, or if I'm going full glam for a black tie event, or doing something in between, Thrive Cosmetics Brilliant Eye Brightener. That is something I literally use every single day. I just sweep the shade called Stella. It's a champagne shimmer across my eyelids in the inside corners of my eyes, and I have an instant eye lift. I look perfectly rested and it's completely effortless. And the Brilliant Eye Brightener comes in 16 blendable shades. You can create a perfect daytime glow or use the metallic shades to create an easy smoky eye. It's really foolproof. And, you know, we all want to do good where we can. So you can feel good about using these products because for every one you buy, Thrive Cosmetics donates products and funds to help communities thrive. And their giving partners include those battling cancer, survivors of domestic abuse, assisting our veterans. And these are causes really close to our hearts, and I'm sure to many of yours as well.
Thrive Cosmetics is luxury beauty that gives back. And right now you can get an exclusive 20% off your first order at thrivecosmetics.com/sandwich. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/sandwich for 20% off your first order.
Thank you, Thrive Cosmetics.
Yes.
You are going to love Legacy Box. You know, becoming a parent changes how you look at memories. While we're savoring and saving every moment with our kids, suddenly you start to realize a lot of important memories from our childhood. They're trapped on VHS tapes, camcorder tapes, photo albums, crammed into boxes labeled "Do Not Throw Away" and shoved into an attic. Those are at risk of being destroyed by heat, moisture, disaster, time. And once they're gone, they're gone. That's why you need Legacy Box now. They're the world's largest digitizer of home movies and photos. And the process is so simple. They send you a Legacy Box and you fill it up with old VHS tapes, pictures, film reels, slides, DVDs, whatever you've got. Their team in Tennessee carefully digitizes it all by hand. They send you back the originals plus digital files on the cloud or a thumb drive. Ordering a Legacy Box is one of the best things I've done for my family because now instead of just telling my kids about that crazy vacation I took to the mountains when I was a kid, I get to show them and relive it with them. And right now, during Legacy Box's Father's Day sale, you can save big while preserving your family's history. Visit legacybox.com/sandwich to get started today. That's legacybox.com/sandwich. It's the little things that make a big difference in how I feel. Now, for me right now, it's about stretching. I didn't realize how stiff I was until I started doing it. I love when I can stretch a little further than before. It makes me feel refreshed when I'm done. And you know, a little makeup refresh can make all the difference too with Thrive Cosmetics, my go-to clean makeup routine year-round. Now, of course, their Brilliant Eye Brightener and Stella Champagne is always in my makeup bag. Actually, I need to reorder more. I'm almost out. But it comes in 32 shades, and the Sienna Mint Green Shimmer looks really fun for summer. Their Empower Matte Precision Lipstick Crayon, it's really amazing. It gives you a beautiful color that lasts without feeling dry. They have 18 buildable shades, and I love the Dusty Rose Kaiza color. I think that's how you pronounce it. But the best part, for every product you buy, Thrive donates products and funds to help communities thrive. So far, they've given over $150 million in products and cash to over 600 giving partners. This is beauty with purpose. Amplify your summer look with Thrive Cosmetics. Go to thrivecosmetics.com/sandwich for an exclusive 20% off your first order. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/sandwich.
Okay, couple of things going on here. Number one is you can't see this because the podcast is a audio format.
Unless you're
now this
watching
is
on
when you
YouTube.
say, yes, this is when you say,
Unless you're watching
Right.
us record it live on our YouTube channel.
there you go. There you go. But you're not right now. You're listening. So you can't see.
Unless you're watching.
So you can't see that I'm wearing and this was pointed out by somebody in the live studio audience. I'm wearing a black t-shirt in big yellow writing on the front of the t-shirt. It says, "Redeem Deez Nuts."
And it's attributed to a man named Eddie Kingston.
Now,
I don't know who Eddie Kingston is.
I don't either. I didn't purchase this shirt. The shirt was given to me by a very dear friend and very, very best customer, Sam from New Zealand. Sam gave me this years ago.
Sam gives us...
He gives us a lot of stuff.
He does not need to do it.
No, he doesn't.
I think Sam's love language is gifts,
Yes.
giving gifts. And
100%.
I appreciate being the recipient of them, but it almost makes you feel guilty because he gives really nice gifts.
He does. And one of the gifts he gave me was a
this shirt
that says, "Redeem Deez Nuts."
We all heard that.
Now, I don't really know what that means other than it's got Deez Nuts on
I
it.
don't know where that even started. I know it's a joke.
Right.
But I don't know where it started.
So
Apparently by Eddie Kingston.
So Sam, I don't want to hurt your feelings, my man. And I love the shirt. It's a cool shirt, but really I don't wear it a lot.
Well, not in public.
Yeah, I wear it around the house every once in a while.
Yeah.
So I thought to myself, I'm going to give the shirt away at the swap party. I thought
Right.
maybe somebody else would enjoy it, be the beneficiary of Sam's gift giving. Well, when I told Cole, our 15-year-old son, that I had a shirt like this, of course he thinks it's funny because it's got
Nuts on it.
ball humor on it, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, no. Don't give it away. And I'm like, what are you going to do with it? He's like, I'll wear it. And I said, you most certainly will not wear it. Where are you going to wear it? To school? No, you're not going to wear this shirt. He goes, I'm going to wear it at the swap party.
He did too.
So Cole's doing bits.
Yeah, he did. He was you left because you had to take Dylan to, was it soccer on this occasion?
yes.
Which sport was it this time? But Cole, had the option of going with Dad and Dylan or staying upstairs. And I told him, you can stay up in the game room, the media room, whatever, play your video games with your headphones on. You won't hear us, even though Alan said it's going to be a lot of screeching and laughing.
True.
What else did you say?
Yelling
And carrying on. Did you call us hyenas or am I making that up?
No, I didn't use the
remember.
word hyena. No.
I remember he said screeching
Screeching, yes.
because Alan apparently doesn't like the sound of women having fun.
Well, I don't mind the sound of women having fun. Like at the club, I'm all about women having
Why
fun.
wouldn't you want women gathering in fellowship?
But
in
when
our
there's a
home,
bunch
and our
of
home
women
being a source of happiness,
who are averaging 1.5 bottles of wine consumed
true.
a piece,
That's not true.
it's going to get loud.
It's not true. Although at this swap party, we've had swap parties before where nobody drinks anything, but this one people were drinking a little more than usual. I will say that. But Cole, I was actually surprised. He came downstairs a lot. And now I know why. It was because he wanted everybody to see that shirt.
Well, and there were chickadees here too, weren't there?
There were a couple of, not normally kids don't come, but some of the teenage girls are starting to realize, oh, there's some cool stuff at these swap parties. So they tag along. So we had a couple of teenage girls close to his age here.
You know what Andrea Dowling Gullidge told me? She said the first thing she does when she gets to the swap party is she makes a beeline to Alan's stuff.
She took an armload of your t-shirts for her son.
Yeah, she took all the Harley t-shirts
Yep.
and a Metallica t-shirt and gave them to Travis.
Yep. Took 'em
Now
all.
I told her
You should have just set them aside for him.
I should have, and I told her I said I knew you were coming. I just didn't think about it.
Had a brain lapse.
I had a brain lapse. I had a momentary lapse of reason.
I have a lot of those.
But I told her I said, look, just so you know, the Metallica shirt, it's from their album called Load. And like you, she didn't get it at first. And I'm like,
A load of crap.
no. I said, the album art on Load was done by an
It
artist.
looked like blood or something.
It's blood mixed with cow semen.
Cow semen?
Blood mixed with cow semen.
Why?
and then pressed between two plates of glass.
Why?
That was the guy's art. I don't know.
Why is that art?
I don't know why. I'm just telling you, that's the album art on Load. That's what it is.
Well, probably by telling a 16, 17-year-old boy that he'd want to wear it even more if you hadn't said anything.
I mean, look, I'm trying to get rid of some of the
don't
more
know why
lewd
that's
t-shirts I have,
art, But who am I to judge,
I don't
right?
know. I think it's an Italian artist too.
But I was wanting my niece to come and she completely forgot about it. And I should have reminded her. That's on me, because they just, got a new home and she needs to fill it with, things. But this swap party, sometimes they tend to be appliance heavy, accessory heavy. Like 2 podcasts ago, I got these beautiful lamps that I just absolutely adore. They're sitting on our buffet in our dining room. It's my absolute 100% favorite thing I've ever gotten. I've gotten their kitchen appliances, things like that. But this time it was more clothes heavy, a lot of clothes. And I scored. I got some beautiful things. I've already worn one of them. Some of the things I still have it hanging in my closet. I haven't even tried them on yet, but that's part of the fun of it. If you follow, I need to post on Kellie and Amy's swap parties Instagram. I haven't had a chance to do that yet, but on my Instagram, you can see some pictures taken, thankfully, by people like Sarah Reed Spencer, because she was there. And I always forget to take pictures, but there's some really fun videos on there of people trying, like Kinsey always manages to find a pair of khaki walking shorts for some reason at every swap party and tries them on. And it was fun. Part-time Justin came and he always ends up modeling some dress and does a little dance for everybody.
He was dancing around in this green dress. I came in right at the end.
Yeah. And my mother, Connie Raspberry, finally showed up because she thought my niece was coming. And she ended up having a great time.
I was going to talk about Justin's dress, but it was short.
Well, it wasn't terribly short. It
was above the knee.
It would have been above the knee. It wasn't a mini skirt.
And then it was plunging.
It had a sweetheart neckline.
Yeah. So
spaghetti straps.
So I saw a lot of leg hair and I saw a lot of chest hair. And then Justin had this a green bonnet on or something.
It was a scarf that he kind of draped around his head. And also he couldn't get it zipped in the back. So there was a lot of back showing.
So basically what we had here was a house full of hammered women. Justin dancing around in a green dress and a bonnet, and then Cole running around with a shirt that said "Redeem Deez Nuts."
That's pretty much it.
And then you ask me why, when you have a swap party, why I like to go on a motorcycle ride.
Why does that not sound like fun? You're the only person that doesn't think that sounds like a fun time. It was a fun time. And then my friend Tara, she's on another radio station. She's on The Wolf. Dime. And they're doing a bit with, why is that dime?
I don't know.
Just saying where my friend works.
Okay.
She is doing a bit where she's swiping. And she is so dang picky. I'm just like, girl, you got to loosen up just a little bit. And so we were at the end of the swap party, she stuck around. A few of us kind of stuck around later, and we were on, because I kind of miss swiping. Not that I'm looking for love again, but I kind of miss the fun of seeing who's new on here and seeing if I match with somebody. I mean, there's some fun.
What am I, chopped liver?
I just said it has nothing to do with that I want to replace you, but I just say I miss the kind of the fun, the possibilities that come with every swipe, right? So every swipe right. And so I was trying to get her to swipe. But anyway, it was just a fun time. We had a good time. And then we donate all the proceeds to charity. And one of our very best customers, Mel, she and her mother run like this, I don't know what you call it. It's like a store, I guess I'd say in quotes, where people who are in need in the community can come and just get what they need. Mm-hmm. To help them, so it's like, clothing and house supplies and food and things like that. So it went to that cause. So it was really nice.
No, I've attended the swap parties.
And you've had fun.
They are fun. I'm giving Kelly a hard time. I just like being the guy that's like, why is it so loud?
Because we're having fun. And honestly,
y'all just need to calm down.
Several of the women said this.
You're being too loud.
They think this might have been the best swap party we've ever had.
I think that's because there was the most alcohol consumed.
We were drinking quite a bit. I will tell you this, and Alan kind of scoffed at me. But I promised God I will never drink wine again. And Alan's like, I was like, no, I didn't say I
What
would
did I
stop.
say?
I didn't say I was going to give up drinking. I didn't say I'll never drink again. Although many of us have made that promise to God over a toilet bowl as well. But I said I will never drink wine again because my friend told me this. She's about 5 or 6 years older than me. She said, you're going to get to a point where you just cannot drink wine anymore. Your body is going to reject it. And I'm like, oh yeah, whatever. I'm telling y'all what, my friend Amy, now we don't drink the cheap stuff. We get the good red because when I was younger, I could recover from a cheap wine. Now I'm older. The thinking is the more expensive the wine, the less risk of a hangover, right? Why are you looking like that?
Looking like what?
Like you're bored.
I'm not bored.
Telling a very interesting story.
I know. I've heard you tell it, but that's okay. Keep going.
Alan, just because you've heard me tell it, I've heard you tell lots of stories. I don't sit here and look at you like I'm bored.
I'm not bored. I'm listening. I'm listening very intently.
So I drink wine. And let me tell you, when you got home, was I drunk? Was I drunk?
Well, you never think you are.
I wasn't drunk. You can look at the video.
Babe, you can have 5 martinis and you say I'm not drunk.
You can look at the video of me with Tara and I'm telling her to swipe right. You can tell I'm not drunk. I was a little buzzed.
You could have 5 martinis and then say there's no liquor in these martinis.
That's true.
Well, ma'am, it's actually all liquor. No, there's no liquor in here. You shortchanged me. There's no liquor.
I wasn't drunk, but I was buzzed. Okay. I went to bed about 3:00 in the morning. I woke up. I thought I was going to die. I had a massive headache, which is typical for hangovers, right? But I was feeling sick. So I got up, I went and got Tums. I took an Aleve and some ibuprofen. I guzzled water, but I was getting sicker and sicker and sicker. And I was breaking out in a cold sweat, like bad, like sweating and freezing. And Alan's just, he's over there passed out.
So wait a second. I'm like, meh, 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 and now I'm like,
yeah, that was being polite.
What am I, an animal?
So anyway, Emma Kelly was at her dad's. Well, upstairs, her room is the coldest one in the house. So I go upstairs to her room and I prop myself, because she's got 50 million pillows. I prop myself up so I'm almost sleeping in a sitting up position. The air's on freezing cold. The blanket's on me because I'm shivering and nauseous. And I'm just praying to God, God, you get me through this. I will never drink wine again. I will never drink wine again. God, I promise. I'm almost in tears. And I was up until about 5:00 in the morning. Sick.
I know. You did not look good the next day.
I was not feeling
and
good.
I was asking, I had to ask the classic question that you've heard before. Kelly, was it worth it?
No, I've learned my lesson that wine is not for me. Wine is not, my body officially rejects it.
If you have to ask,
if the day comes, I can't drink a martini, that's going to be a sad day.
If you have to ask somebody if you're drunk, you're drunk.
That's not true.
Am I drunk? Yeah, you're drunk.
I wasn't asking you in the middle. I'm asking you in hindsight, was I drunk? I'm just telling you, I didn't overindulge. It wasn't I was sick because I had alcohol poisoning. I was sick, I guess, because of the tannins or something in the wine that my body isn't processing it the same. I don't know.
Sounds like a lot of denial.
Oh, gosh, that's not true.
Okay, so you had the SWAT party. SWAT party's a lot of fun. I came home kind of at the end because Dylan had a soccer game, which he played amazing. They won like 11-1 or something. It was beautiful this day that you had the SWAT party. You even had stuff outside. The day before the SWAT party,
freezing.
What was it, 20? I mean,
the wind
we
was just
froze
like
to
ice.
death at that soccer game. But anyway, so all of Kelly's friends help clean up, which is awesome. Everybody pitches in. They help clean up because the house is a disaster.
You can't even tell I had a SWAT party in like that. Everybody pitches in.
Yeah. So somebody, takes all the trash out and there's stuff being thrown in the recycle bin. Okay. Fast forward to
Tuesday.
Trash
So the
day.
SWAT party was on Sunday afternoon. This was Tuesday.
Trash day. So I happened to be in the driveway when the recycle trash guy pulls up with the truck. Big, loud truck,
They only come every other week.
Yeah. So I want to make sure he gets the recycle and the trash.
Because we missed it last week.
Yes. So he pulls up and he looks at the recycle bin. He looks over at me. And the trash truck is loud. This is a BOTA. We're about to have a BOTA match. He looks over at me, looks at the trash bin, looks back at me, and says, I'm like, I can't hear you. So I go running over to where he is. He looks at me and he says, I'm not going to pick this up.
He didn't say,
No, now I could hear him because I'm standing next to him.
Oh.
He's in the truck. He said, I'm not going to pick this up. And I'm like, why not? He said, because there's a bunch of stuff in there that can't be recycled. And I said, like what? He says,
he inspected everything.
well,
Actually, it was
all
overflowing.
of this weird plastic like corn or something.
It was strange. It was decor.
Yeah.
It was like, what would you call it? Like a garland almost, but it was like yellow flowers and green leaves kind of looking thing. But it fell apart. It completely fell apart. And like, there was no way to donate it. It was trash at that point. And I don't know who took it outside. Whoever took it out, thanked them profusely for helping to clean up, but they put it in the recycle bin, either not knowing it was a recycle bin or assuming it was recyclable.
So here's one Walter A. Evans, innocent, happy-go-lucky AE, just standing on his property. The trash man pulls up. He yells at me twice. Then I go over. He says, I'm not going to pick it up. I said, why not? He said, because that stuff can't be recycled. And I said, well, how do you know? He said, because.
That's his job.
He said, because. And I'm like, because. Okay, well, we kind of look at each other for just a second. And I can sense he's done with me and he kind of just wants to drive off.
Well, he's giving you a minute to make a decision and
Yeah.
make a choice.
So then I asked him, I said, so what do you want me to do? And he doesn't say anything. He just sits there.
I think the answer's obvious.
So I open the lid and stalk by stalk, I take out these plastic, not realistic looking
Weird, wasn't it? I don't know what
leaves
that
and
was.
corn
It
cobs.
was
I don't
weird.
know what they were.
I don't know either.
And I just set them on the ground and then I shut the lid and then I just looked at him. And then he gives me the big sarcastic smile and thumbs up, picks up the thing, throws it in the truck, drives off.
How did he know what was in the bottom of that can?
He
It
did-
could have been something else
didn't.
equally
He didn't.
unrecyclable.
Now, if I wanted to be super petty and prickish, I could have, while he can still see me, taken that shat and put it back in the recycle.
Well, then he wouldn't pick it up next time.
That's not what one Walter A. Evans did. I walked it over to the trash and put it in the trash receptacle.
Thank you for doing that, honey.
Now, all kidding aside, trash guys, I'm a big fan.
Our society
Big fan.
would fall apart
Big
without
fan.
them.
Big fan. So if I'm going to get into a BOTA match with a trash guy, I'm going to probably be the one to back down, which I did. After a little bit of discussion, I backed down and I said, okay, whatever.
Good. That was a smart choice on your part.
But I was wondering what that crap was to begin with and why it was in the recycle bin. Yeah.
I don't know what it was. It was for decor, but I don't know for what purpose.
Okay. Well, that was my BOTA match. I lost. Usually I win, but I lost this one.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But I got some cute outfits.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
You got anything else to do?
Anything else to do?
Yeah, one of these. How many?
Yeah,
of
I've
these have
got
we
one
done?
more. Just two. I've just had one more.
Oh, well, you want to do it, and then I got a lot
can.
more stuff.
All right. Well, y'all, you've heard me talk about it, and I'm going to tell you how much I love my pair eyewear. I got so many compliments on my Valentine's themed frames this year. And in a snap, now I can change, because Valentine's gone. Now I can change my look. I can celebrate St. Patrick's Day, then Easter. I can celebrate my love for Snoopy or the Texas Rangers. There are umpteen options with pair eyewear. That's the genius of these frames. The base frames start at just $60, and that includes the prescription. And if you go to their website, paireyewear.com/sandwich, you can virtually try on the different frames until you find the one that fits your face perfectly. Now, I got the Harper frames because Pair came out with a collection of wider frames, and I got a wide head. So I got the Harper frames in a beautiful tortoise finish, and then That's when you have fun picking out the top frames, because the top frames start at just $25. So you can afford to have a literal wardrobe of top frames. I went, because it's so affordable, I went a little bit outside of my comfort zone and I got these blue icy frames, but they're really fun and I love them. And they have new designs that drop every month, including fun collabs. They just added their new storybook Oz and Alice collection. If you love The Wizard of Oz, you're going to love these. And they have not only that, they have your favorite sports team, your favorite holidays, your favorite superhero. You can match your outfit, your mood, celebrate whatever you like. And in just a snap, it's that simple. Pair has frames for men, women, and kids, frames for every face in your family. You get free shipping, free standard shipping, and a flexible 30-day return policy.
Visualize a fantastic new year with Pair Eyewear. Go to paireyewear.com and use code SANDWICH for 15% off your first pair. And support our show by mentioning that A Sandwich and Some Lovin' sent you in the post-checkout survey.
Please do that.
That's Pair, P-A-I-R, eyewear.com. Code SANDWICH.
Our friend Melissa got some beautiful ones for Christmas that are the wise men coming to see baby Jesus. They were so beautiful. It was art.
I said frankincense, you idiot. Yes, Frankenstein. 3 wise men going to baby Jesus.
Oh, yeah, that's a meme or something.
It's a Far Side cartoon.
You can't scroll your phone for more than 30 seconds without seeing somebody talking about GLP-1s. Maybe you've been close to trying them, but you're not a needle person, or maybe you're looking for a natural alternative. Well, let me introduce you to our podcast sponsor, Veracity. Their Metabolism Ignite, it's a natural plant-based GLP-1 alternative that is doctor recommended and clinically proven to help reduce hunger. Just 2 capsules with breakfast every morning. It's all you need. And one of the first things I noticed was I wasn't thinking about food all day, that food noise you always are constantly battling. Metabolism Ignite has no allergens, no caffeine, no negative side effects, and we love that. It's shown to reduce hunger by 85% and clinically proven to help lose an average of 9 pounds in 90 days. We really love that. Look, this stuff is sold out 10 times for a reason. So before it sells out again, make the switch to GLP-1s the natural way. Head to veracityhealth.co and use SANDWICH for up to 65% off your order. Once again, that's VERACITY health.co for up to 65% off. Make sure you use our promo code SANDWICH so they know we sent you. I don't think I've ever talked about it on this podcast before, but one day I was walking past the windows going upstairs and I noticed this greasy cooking smell. You know what I mean? It turns out it was our blinds. Something about the sun was breaking them down over the years. And who knows how long they were there before we bought our house. We needed new blinds bad, and that's what led me to 3-Day Blinds. I absolutely loved how easy they made the whole process. They send a professionally trained design consultant to your home. It's a free, no obligation, same-day quote. And they've got thousands of options to fit any budget and style. It's not just blinds. They've got shades, shutters, drapery too. 3-Day Blinds even has those motorized smart blinds that work with Alexa. Those are so cool. They take all the measurements. They handle the installation too. And it's perfect because I'm not handy. And what a difference it's made. This is an upgrade that makes your whole house feel refreshed and polished without having to do a big renovation. Right now, get quality window treatments that fit your budget with 3-Day Blinds. Head to 3dayblinds.com/sandwich for their buy one, get one 50% off deal on custom blinds, shades, and drapery. For a free, no charge, no obligation consultation, just head to 3dayblinds.com/sandwich. One last time, that's buy one, get one 50% off when you head to the 3dayblinds.com/sandwich.
Okay, a couple of things here. What should I do first?
The more interesting of the things.
Well, it's all interesting.
Is it?
I think so. So I had a, what's the right word? I was in a dilemma. I was in a quandary, a conundrum wrapped in an enigma. I had a tattoo session the other day, and I'm working on my back. I'm working with an artist named Joe Hosh at Heart and Hand Arlington in
Joe Hosh or Hesh?
Hosh, Haasch. But Joe's been working on my back. We've been working on it now for over a year, and I got another probably 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's been, man, I got tattoos all over my arms. The back, it's brutal. It is brutal for me. Some people are like, dude, you big wimp. What are you talking about? For me, it's brutal. So I cheat a little bit. I found this stuff, hashtag not an ad. It's called Mad Rabbit. And it's basically a lotion it's lidocaine. It's kind of like Preparation H, but it's not for hemorrhoids.
Why
hemorrhoids.
Why can't you say Preparation H?
I don't know. So that's one thing I've never had is hemorrhoids, thank goodness. But
I don't know. Is that like just a swelling lump?
no, it's when you're, well, let's not even talk about
I don't really know if I've had one or not.
It's when,
because
well, it's when
anyway, we can look it up.
it's when your anus becomes inflamed.
Well, I've had irritation.
And then
Have
it
I had a
burns.
hemorrhoid? I don't know. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah. Anyway, I have this stuff called Mad Rabbit, and it's lidocaine. It's a lotion. So Kelly, usually before I go, about 2 hours before I go, she'll smear it all over my back.
I use rubber gloves.
Yeah, because you don't want to get it in your eyes or get it on anything. And then
And I wrap you in saran
and then
wrap.
she puts saran wrap on my back, and then that allows it to soak in and not evaporate. So when I get to the appointment, it kind of takes the sting out, because it's like 4 hours of freaking misery. So this last session, Kelly is
at work.
because it's an early session for me. My mother, who would be second in line to apply said lotion, is on vacation at a casino with my dad. So she's out of pocket. So now I'm thinking,
Emma Kelly?
I can't. No, that didn't cross my mind.
No, because
So I'm
we got to go low with that lotion.
So I'm thinking, man, I can't do this by myself. I can't reach, number one, and then I can't get the saran wrap on.
You could have just toughed it out.
So third in line, Amanda Evans Wittenberg, my sister.
Your baby sister.
Yep. So I text Amanda and I said, tomorrow I need your help. And she's like, with what? And I said, it involves lotion in my back. She said, I'm out. I said, no. I said, look, I'm desperate. I said, Kelly's at work.
You could have come to my office and I could have done it there.
Mom is in Mississippi.
You could have come to my office on the way.
Playing the one-armed bandits. I said, look, I am going to suffer tomorrow if you don't come over here and help me. She's like, what is it you need me to do? And I said, this will take 10 minutes. Just apply this cream on my back, and then you're going to put saran wrap over that. It's not a big deal. And I said, but it goes like down about where my butt crack is. She goes, I'm out. I'm not doing this. And I said, I'm just joking. You don't have to do that part. I mean, I can reach.
You'll just suffer down there.
Yeah, I can reach that part. It's like, I just need you to get like my upper and middle back. So very, very reluctantly, my sister comes over and she
came through.
She came through. Amanda pulled through. And, I give my sister a hard time about a lot of stuff. My sister's money. My sister is money. If you need help, my sister's going to help. She will. I mean, she'll I don't want to do it. But at the end of the day, she wasn't going to let me suffer. I know she wouldn't. So she came over. She got her done. We had a big laugh about it. I took a bunch of pictures because it was so awkward and tense because she's behind me and I'm taking these selfies with her behind me. And she's like, you will not post those.
Yeah. You did share them in a group chat.
I did.
The family group chat.
Because she is so on
you share them with your mother and father or just me and JD?
I just shared them with you and JD.
Yeah, I don't think your mom and dad want to see that.
I don't think they wanted to see that.
No.
I didn't really want to see it, but I thought it was funny. So anyway, Amanda came through. She was money. I went to the appointment. All good. Working on the dragon. Putting in the color now. Another appointment in a month.
Well, there you go. Thank you, Amanda, for doing that and helping Alan out.
Thank you, Amanda.
Now, that's Alan's procedure. Now, I have a little procedure tomorrow. And I'm having 3 wisdom teeth pulled. I had one pulled many, many years ago. Gosh, I'm talking, I was a teenager when I had it pulled, maybe around 20 years old. Because when we used to get braces back in the day, they would pull your permanent teeth. They pulled 4 permanent teeth and then put on the braces, which allowed room for my wisdom teeth to grow in. But one of them grew in against a nerve and caused me a great deal of pain. So Dr. Hayden in Florence, South Carolina, pulled it for me. And it was no big deal. No big deal. I was dreading it, panicked, and it was nothing. Fast forward decades later, I have been dealing with teeth grinding all my life. I've just always been grinding teeth. Well, I visited this new dentist. His name Dr. Titanser. And he said, I think your problem, because I've gone through all these night guards and things, is just a mess. And I really would like to get veneers because my teeth have cracked and they've, because of all this grinding. And I said, but I hate to waste money on veneers thinking I'm going to grind them and crack them. And they're very expensive. He said, I think your problem is your wisdom teeth. I believe if we pull them, because they're not supposed to be there, that's going to probably take care of the issue. But even though I don't have to have my wisdom teeth cut out, it's sometimes a little bit more of an invasive procedure. If I don't need to go in through all the mess. So they suggest doing anesthesia. All right. So my husband has to drive me there. They told me I can't eat or drink anything after midnight. But see, I forgot that I even had this conversation. So the anesthesiologist, whenever you have a procedure, have you ever had a procedure where you had to be put under to be put to sleep?
Well, yeah, I went to the colon cabin.
Well, the anesthesiologist calls you the night before and gives you the rules.
Yeah, when I went to the butt hut, they gave me all the rules.
So the anesthesiologist always calls you the night before and goes over the rules. And so what happens is sometimes when I get a phone number that looks like it might be suspicious but might not, I really quickly Google it on my laptop and I'm like, oh, that's the anesthesiologist. So right when it's about to go to voicemail, I pick it up and I was like, hello. He's like, hi. He said, well, I understand my assistant already went over all these instructions with you. I'm like, no, your assistant didn't do that. Your assistant didn't tell me of this. He's like, they didn't tell you that you couldn't eat or drink anything after midnight or that your husband had to drive you. I was like, oh, yes, she did. I just forgot. I completely forgot I had this conversation. In my defense, he said, well, the conversation took place on February 2nd. So it has been a few weeks. So I just had like a lapse. I was like, well, yeah, because I knew I wasn't supposed to eat or drink anything after midnight. I said, but that's kind of problematic because I get up at like 4:00 in the morning. And he's like, oh, I didn't realize that. So now, Alan, I can drink water or Sprite up until 9 a.m.
Okay.
That's nice. So I won't be absolutely parched, right? Because I still got to go to work in the morning. Then I've got to run home. And Alan's got to drive me to the dentist's office, which is my appointment's at 11:30. And they're going to knock me out, take out my teeth, and my lovely husband's going to drive me home. But I told Alan, my big selling point on this was, hey, while you're waiting for me to get my wisdom teeth taken out, you can go toot around. You can go to Starbucks. You can go check out. They've got some neat little shops there. Alan,
sounds like my kind of scene.
It's not going to happen. The anesthesiologist says you have to wait for me in the waiting room.
Who says?
You're not allowed to leave.
Who says?
The anesthesiologist.
What, don't they have my phone number?
You cannot leave.
Who says I can't leave?
The anesthesiologist said you have to wait for me in the lobby.
So what is this, a house rule or something?
This is the rule. You have to wait. And he said it's going to be a fairly quick procedure. So probably by the time you even went anywhere, you'd have to turn around and come back.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, that's fine.
So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm getting my wisdom teeth pulled. And I'm very excited about being put to sleep.
That's fine.
And it's not twilight. I'm going out. So I won't know anything. And I'm just wondering if I come out of it, if I'm going to be talking funny and doing all that funny stuff that people say people do. That's never been my experience.
You're not going to be burping and farting like when you leave the colon cabin, are you?
I don't do that.
Do you not?
I don't recall doing it. If I did it, I was still completely out, but I don't remember having a toot attack or anything. I do know this. If y'all need a colonoscopy, what is it? A colonoscopy?
Yeah.
Gosh, my doctor is so hot.
And
everybody's like, I don't want a good looking doctor up in there. I'm like, why not? Why wouldn't you want a good looking doctor? Seriously, even Alan had to admit when he walked in, the angel started singing. So good looking.
Okay.
And Dr. Titanser is very handsome as well. Just a little brief aside.
Any other men that are handsome in your life right now?
If you have to have professional men working in any orifice, why should they not be good looking?
That's what I've tried to get you to go see Dr. Bader. Dr. Bader, he got to be a freaking model, that guy.
What would I be seeing Dr. Bader for?
I thought you wanted to get some stuff done.
I do, but that's You're saying I need it done?
No.
Dr. Bader does. Listen, y'all, my face is lopsided.
It's not
and I'm getting old.
You're not getting old.
My face is lopsided.
No,
and I
it's
thought,
not.
is it possible
Face is
to
not
get
lopsided.
a facelift just on one side of your face?
I told her to
Just on one side.
Just get a consult.
Is that possible?
Just get a consult.
But then I'm afraid I'm going to end up, being addicted to and then end up looking like that crazy cat woman.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not.
Because you can't stop.
Let's
right?
not do that.
And why is it when everybody gets the facelift and they stretch just a little bit too far, everybody looks exactly the same? We all have the same stretch.
Because well, my theory is, I'm not a plastic surgeon. My theory is because everyone's skull is about the same.
That's a good theory.
It's your skin.
Very good theory.
It's your skin, complexion, hair, eye color, shape of your cheeks that gives you your face, right?
Yeah.
But everybody's skull.
And when you pull the skin,
is
everybody
kind
has
of
that same mouth.
Everybody has the same skull.
I don't want that mouth.
That's my theory. Okay, why don't we bring it home for Jerome? I had something, but it's going to take entirely too long, so
I'll save it for
I'll
the
save
next
it
podcast.
I'll save it for next time. But the people want to know how we're coming up on 1 month doing our fast food budget, or not fast food, eating out budgeting thing. I think it's going very well.
Okay.
I told Kelly, I said, our credit card bill was the lowest it has been in 5 years. And a lot of that can be attributed to we carry petty cash for luxuries like eating out. So if we go eat out, pay cash. And when you pay cash, you're less likely to say, yeah, I'll have a tea or I'll have a Coke or I'll have a drink. You just say, I have a water. It's good. Or if you go to Starbucks, I'm less likely to say, do a venti Americano. No, I'll just have a tall coffee because the venti Americano is like $6 and the tall coffee is like $2. It just helps you when you're paying out that cash. It kind of helps you see like how much you're spending, in my opinion.
I think I just need to I think what would work better for me, I can't tell you how much I've spent. Mm-hmm. And I've not.
Well, you know how much you took out.
I know, but I actually took out more because what happens is I eat out a lot. So I think for me, it would be more helpful if I just got like a pen and paper and just wrote down how much I spend each time and just use the credit card. Because I don't have an envelope with that cash in it. I'm constantly having to have cash. I don't think I've stuck within the budget this month. I don't think I have. But I don't know that for sure because I don't know how much money I ended up taking out of the bank.
Okay.
I know that doesn't make sense. I don't think the system worked as well for me as you think it did.
So what I hear you saying,
I probably spent more than the budget.
And if I could parrot back to you what you just told me, is you're pretty much saying this doesn't work for me.
Well, I've only done it, we're trying. This is like the trial period.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and like I told Alan, if we use the credit card, we get points, and I'm and can use those to fly places and stuff.
You sound like a marketing person who works for Citibank.
But if I maybe just have a little pen, and I love lists. I love writing things down. I have a to-do list. I love writing things down and checking it off. I think for me, you can do the cash if you want. But I think for me, if I just write down, today I went to lunch with my girlfriends and I spent $17.63 or whatever, and I just keep a running total, I think that will work better for me than just digging in my purse for cash and paying.
I hear what you're saying, and I appreciate that viewpoint.
Yes.
Now, the problem with a pen and paper method is that there's no end to it. There's no limit.
There is if I do a running total.
There's no limit.
If I do a running total, I'll know when I reach the threshold.
Okay.
Because what's to stop me from going back to the ATM and just getting another $100 out?
Well, no.
That's
it. Nothing. But
so it's the same thing. I'll just keep adding, and when I reach the agreed upon amount, then I just have to stop eating out.
I don't know that there was any agreed upon amount. I've been very transparent in this process.
If there was no agreed upon amount, then I did perfect.
I just told you what we spent per month in eating out last year.
You didn't really tell me exactly, and I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Okay, so It sounds like our budgeting is still we're still kind of working through
We're
it. But
in the growing pains phase.
But I think we're making some improvements. I really do. I took out $250 at the beginning of the month, and I have about $5 left, and we're getting.
Wow,
towards
you're not going to make it.
But here, I know I'm not. So what do I have to do when I go to Starbucks? I'm gonna have to make my coffee at home and take it. That's what I'm gonna have to do.
I'm sure Starbucks loves that when people just come in
Not
with
my
their
problem.
own beverages
They
and
don't
just take
care.
up space.
People go there to sponge off their Wi-Fi. They don't care. They want you to hang out there.
Because they anticipate you're going to spend money.
Okay, so we're still working through the budgeting. I think it's working because the credit card bill was like nothing compared to what it used to be, which I was very happy about.
Good. I'm glad.
Okay, last update. So I mentioned I've been whipping Kelly with EV talk. But this is another kind of budgeting thing. I just found this to be very interesting. So I bought an EV. It's a Tesla.
What's an EV?
Electric vehicle. So I've driven it now 1,000 miles, exactly 1,000 miles. In the app, it tells me how much electricity we've used because I only charge at home. We spend 13 cents a kilowatt hour, which is not much. We have a very good electric rate because I beat them up. I've spent $42 in electricity.
That is exciting.
So $42 in energy to go 1,000 miles. If I had my old car, which got 19 miles per gallon, to drive 1,000 miles, I would have had to have used 52 gallons at $3.48 is $183.15.
So basically, I can apply the money you saved to my eating out budget, and I am spot on.
So the money we saved in my fuel, you're going to assume that in your eating out budget?
Sure. And Alan also has been rifling through every gift card to every restaurant we have had in this house, which is a good thing because they've just been sitting there piling up. Every, Christmas, every birthday, we give the kids gift cards to all these restaurants. Nobody ever uses them. So that's giving you a good excuse to use those. So if you hadn't had those gift cards, you would have way exceeded your eating out budget.
Agreed. The gift cards were very helpful. So
we're probably right about even.
No, we probably are, but I'll have to make some adjustments next month,
Yeah.
Not eat out as much, which is fine with me.
Well, as of right now, I only have one more eating out on my agenda for the rest of the month. Just one more.
Where's that, Albernays, Oaklawn?
No, it's going to be a happy hour / early dinner with my friend Bradley.
All right. Okay. Well, that sounds good. All right, babe. That's all I got. That was a lot. You got anything else?
No, I'm going to save it for next time.
Okay.
But y'all wish me luck getting my wisdom teeth taken out. Hopefully that fixes my problem.
Yeah, I know. I hope it does.
I'm excited.
You're excited?
Is it weird? I kind of always love going to the dentist because I like laughing gas. Even though I'm not getting laughing gas this time, I'm getting anesthesia. But it's kind of cool. The whole count back from 100, 100, 99, 98. And then the next thing I know, I'm awake.
You're dead.
I just think that's cool.
It's pretty cool how that works. You go unconscious. But I hope you wake up.
I hope so too, honey.
If you don't, is our life insurance updated?
If I don't, I want to say thank you all for being a part of our podcast family.
Let's not be like that.
You're the one that said it.
Let's not be like that. All right, babe. Well, I love you desperately.
I love you.
I love our listeners desperately.
I love y'all. Again, if you never hear from me again.
Oh, come on. Don't be dark and macabre.
I've got a dark sense of humor.
Don't be macabre. But I am sure we will podcast again real soon.
At least we hope so.
And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich.